We're innovating through impact investment to create a revolution, an evolution in thought, but a revolution in means to improve lives and the planet. We can achieve tipping point in the next 3 years.
Impact investment is a $268 billion market. Growing at over 20% annually, it is on track to reach $450 billion by 2020, signaling a tipping point for our movement. To achieve that, we will need disruptive vehicles to unlock capital at scale.
An outcome fund is a way of attracting investment capital to address an important social outcome. It's a way of turning a social challenge or environmental challenge into an investment opportunity.
Social Finance India is a not-for-profit entity. Its sole objective is to act as a facilitator to help develop this ecosystem of complementarity.
What I see in front of me is really another example of some local inspired planning and thinking to create the intermediary that understands how to link capital with the power of system change.
I think this fund will create a pool of capital and a bunch of specific instruments that will address very specific issues. So some of the things we could look at are early literacy and numeracy, school to work transition, education technology. So these could be some of the different interventions. I think the debt fund is different in that I think it will hopefully create more impact funds or debt funds.
By 2030, only half of the world's children will have access to learning, and most of them will be in Africa and the Middle East. The $1 billion Education Outcomes Fund will scale up education interventions in the region.
The Latin American Impact Fund of Funds, or LIFE, will be a real game changer towards the development of the impact economy in the Latin American region. LIFE will be the first impact wholesaler fostering very large impact initiatives across the entire capital and risk-return spectrum.
GSG's European National Advisory Boards are also incubating a European Refugees Outcome Fund.
I really feel that there is an incredible lack of resources, of capital, of money to do integration policies. So this is why the European NABs are really thinking about trying to catalyze finance for a refugee fund.
These outcome funds will generate considerable impetus in improving the lives of 1 billion people across the world.
Beyond the tipping point in 2020, businesses and investors, when they consider decisions, will take into account not just risk and return, but also the impact they create.